What is up guys, Wraec is here with a new video, and today we are going to test Star Swordsman Mockman SSS tier at Destiny rank 6. I got him all set up now and we finally get to enjoy a bit of footage on him. We are going to take him into Broken Spaces. We still got 98% on that Broken Space 11 and we'll definitely clear that out. One thing to note, not the best PvE role. We have PvP role. He has skill damage block, twine immunity, hunter's focus, twine immunity, obviously god tier against TBB and PvP, so that's very nice. But other than that, if you look at that, 9,499 attack plus 8,813, so we're looking at over 18,000 attack here, which is insane. The speed stat obviously plus 528, absolute madness. We have some very nice stats actually, 7.5 billion HP and 80 million attack. 80 million attack, you will say, well, you saw some stuff with 100 million attack, but one thing to note is, if we look at the home, it isn't too fancy. We don't have DT tenants or anything like that here, so we only get 9 million from that home. If we compare that to my LFA, he gets 22, so quite the difference there. Obviously, if we had more soul symbols, which are sadly running out, we could set him up even more and go for 90 million plus, maybe even closer to 100 million attack. But right now I have to say, with the attack that I have, I am quite happy. So that is something to look forward to. Then we have this wonderful skill. We made a review on it when taking damage from active skill or basic attack. And then we have all of those huge damage numbers. I'm not going to read all of that out. Basically, I think we're just going to hop in and we're going to see it. The only thing we really need to know is that his Destiny transition skill will trigger when he gets hit. So that is the one thing I guess you should take note of. 94% is left. We have to switch up the team. We have this Broken Space 11 team, which is no longer the Broken Space 11 team. That's actually now my test team, and the PvP team here is my Broken Space 11 team. So we have to take care of that. I probably should switch up the monster though. Let me do that very quick. Okay, and there we go. Switched up the monster now to Snake. Let's hope we can do some good damage. I used a lot of support heroes actually because I think we're kind of going to need it. So let's see if this can go well. Obviously, Mockman, he needs to get hit a bit. The only problem is we only have 2 enemies, so not really a whole lot there. But I figure it might still just work out, so let's hope for that. Can the Heartwatcher survive there, please? That would be very nice. She can, that is great. We love to see that. Stop dying. And obviously our energy feed is somehow not full. Don't really know why. It should be. Well, I think in the end this is going to be solo carry of our SSM anyway. They already start taking some damage, not too much. They should hit us a bit more so that we get to switch these stance. That would help quite a lot. But now we did. Let's see if we can get some numbers. We only got 1 chase. Oh, that's actually quite sad. That's actually quite sad. And we got an extra skill from Forces. That's definitely what you don't want to see. But other than that, I mean, they are losing HP. I'm eager to see how this will look at the end of the fight. Maybe when we get another stance switch towards the end, this could be fairly interesting. I want to see a really big active skill. See the DT there? It's always flashing up a little bit. After the active skill or after we get counterattacked, you can sometimes see the green symbol. But it mostly, if you are in the blue stance, it is a bit covered up by the actual counterattack that he does. So yeah, that's the thing. But still, the damage that he does from those counterattacks, also in PvP, which we are going to definitely do a video about, is quite good. Okay, now we have the stance switch. Now we are also on turn 14. Let's see if we can get some damage there. That didn't look too bad. I think we can do better though. Let's see about that. Nice turn 14 here. Let's see. Oh, good chases. Oh, that was a decent chunk. I mean, for no GK. For no GK, we can definitely do that. I imagine if you think about that, with GK, that would have gone till here. I guess. Not bad at all. I mean, we're not close to a one-shot here. But I think that's still kind of decent. One thing I do know though is it's a bit confusing that we didn't have a full energy feed. So 6E plus 14, can't say that this is a very bad hit. The only thing, of course, to note, we're running DT here, Destiny Transition, which is great in PvP. In my opinion, doesn't really do too much in PvE. Like the Destiny skill itself, the damage numbers that you see there, often not that impactful. The only thing that really matters is the self buffs, debuffs, and the divine power, obviously. But we're hitting E plus 14 damage here, so I can't really complain about that. Maybe let's just give it another attempt and see what happens. Let's do one more, bit faster this time, and let's see if we can hit some big numbers there. Loading quite for some time. Going to speed that up a little bit. Like the first hits that you do with the blue stance really don't matter too much. They're definitely the ones that you do in the yellow stance that decide whether or not you're doing some big damage here. And then obviously would have been kind of preferable if that forces did not get to do that many active skills. Somehow our energy feed or energy drain broke quite a lot there. Still happens with the Lena, which is kind of not supposed to happen, but the H didn't really fix it. They are fixing the Transcendence heroes though. Like that, I have to say, made a lot of videos recently about bugs, about everything like that. You maybe seen my SQH video or the PDE video, and a lot of that stuff gets fixed. I'm not quite sure if they fixed the darkness cloak on PDE, but they did fix the skill, the description of the skill. So that was done. It's now the correct one when she takes damage or is under attack, they wrote, which is kind of a nicer way to write it, I think. So that's pretty good. Got an active skill there from the forces, which of course harbors the threat of us getting killed by him, but also costs us valuable buffs on that Mockman that we really do want to see there. So that is kind of bad. Let's see if there is some damage there. Not too great, not too great. That one, I have to say, not too nice. Get one more chance here. We didn't get a proper mod of chase. So yeah, that is always the RNG thing with Mockman. You kind of rely on your chases. Oh, we get another attack. Those ones really weren't quite that great, I have to say. And last round, obviously, we don't get to attack with our active skill in a great way, in the way on the orange skill tree, so that is kind of unfortunate. Let's see the numbers here. Yeah, that was quite a bit lower. I think we're just going to try another game mode with him. I want to see what he can do in Realmsgate, actually. Let's try... Oh, 140 is probably a bit too easy. Let's try a 160 attempt. I have a team set up that I set up for PvP, actually, but I think it can also do reasonably well here. I don't really want to fight reflect damage, so let's maybe hop into here and see what we can do there. Oh, is that once again one of those situations where our team is not complete? This team is complete though, so that's very nice. Let's try that. Let's see what he can do there. He gets CC'd, which is one thing that I noticed. When he gets CC'd, he stops using his TT. Horrible, horrible. So for now, the counterattacks are already destroying them quite a lot, actually. And we got energy drain, so sadly our DT not yet active. TGN actually taking out the first enemy there. Now we have our DT up. I think it would have been better in the back row, actually, for this back row. Melodic Stone Sword, yeah, the DT, I mean, it's nice and everything. But really, those counterattacks don't matter too much. And if we dodge it, it doesn't even activate, so yeah, that's the thing. Maybe let's just look at some burst damage. I will switch it up, we'll put the melodic strings, we'll put them in the back row, and then we'll see what the damage looks like in the end. Because like this, you don't really get to see a whole lot. So let's finish up this fight here. Who will finish it? What's the carry dodging? No. I want to wait. Okay. I misclicked. They were faster. Okay, let me set up the team. Okay, let's try that again. I set the team up in a new way, gave him melodic strings, swapped out the TBB just because I thought, well, it's not very entertaining to see TBB's DCs a lot more. So let's just see if we can do a bit more better stuff with our man Mockman here. We are still too slow. That is kind of bad. And that girl did crit, so we have a bit of a problem here. Yep, and that is suicide. That's why I didn't want to fight those guys. Because it really just is suicide if you fight the Penny. Well, that was bad. Well, at least DTV did, LFA did kind of well, so can't really complain about that. He one-shot himself, and we still have the same bug in the game that he does no damage basically when he hits a Penny. I'm surprised though we are still slower than them. I didn't really check the numbers, but we're at like 3000 speed on the Mockman, so I thought maybe it would be faster, but not possible. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. But the lack of GK really makes it seem a lot worse than it actually is. Can't even get the one shot here, but the combination with LFA is still there, so I guess that's kind of good. We have our DT active now. And the taunt. The taunt is also really nice. Like, that's the Transcendence version of taunt. A lot of people forget that this even exists and that he can do that. But yeah, that's the taunt that actually reduces the damage the attacker deals. So that's actually very, very nice. So let's see here. Last attack. We don't really got a lot of Orb of Rift, but we got the kill there. And LFA is going to finish that off. Yeah, without GK. I mean, without GK, we still out-damaged our LFA. So that's pretty good. I mean, in comparison, that's not bad. And we could have had a lot of better damage if we got like GK Defier and all of that stuff. So looking at that, that's pretty good damage actually. Let's do one more, and then we will look at where he really shines in another video, and that is of course PvP. That is the most interesting part. I think one fight against Abyss, that's going to be good. Let's see what he can do there. Yeah, PvP, I already tested him. Quite some interesting stuff. He's super tanky there. Tried him actually with a new cat artifact. Kind of fancy, I have to say. And were really some interesting results there. So definitely looking forward to showing you guys that. And other than that, I think he's going to be on my account for a while now, because I want to test him. I want to give him a better role. I'm still looking for something like with GK. I kind of want to have GK. Also want to have Defier, but I can't really go without Twine immunity, obviously. So have to get a combination of all of those, and that is really, really difficult, I have to say. So yeah. Bit of a problem at the moment. He out-damaged LFA here actually by a long shot. Quite insane. So I guess that's a great picture to actually end the video. Thank you guys for watching. If there is anything you guys want to see me doing with that Mockman at Destiny Rank 6, of course we will do that. We will do an in-depth testing video. We'll figure out if there are some bugs. There are some bugs. I already found some bugs, but we're going to discuss those in a later video. So if there are game modes you want me to try them in, make sure you tell me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are still en route to the 10K. And with that, I wish you a great day. We'll see us in the next one.